What's up everyone on YouTube? It is NDriver KG, and today we're going to figure out how to install this Litlogo on this grill. First thing you're going to want to do, if you have this particular grill, which this is the M&S grill, excuse it's pretty dirty right now. It is the spring season and the pollen is just getting all over everything. But you're going to want to grab a few of these 1/2-inch zip tie mounts from Amazon. These are about $8, 1/2 inch, and then they also have the inch ones, but for this N logo you're going to want the 1/2 inch so it doesn't show when you have it mounted to the grill. So this is just a different way of going about it, because you can cut out right here with a Dremel and then put just enough space to have it in there. But if you don't want to go that route and you want to go the sticky route, these do come with 3M tape on the back. I end up cutting off that cheap 3M tape that they had on there, and I got some actual 3M Scotch branded tape that's pretty strong. See, that's not coming off of there. But what you could do is either tape that on there, or you can use some super glue. So let me show you the super glue that I have. So this is some of the really quick adhesive that I got. This stuff is good for phones, rubber, plastic, metals, whatever you got. This is really good at instant tacking. So you want to clean the back of this Litlogo really well with some alcohol, and then you're going to put one on here. But first start right here next to where the wire comes out, and then you're going to want to put the next one depending on where you have it back here. So if you have it up here, you don't want to put another one right here, because it might not be perfect. It might not be perfectly aligned when it's on there. You see what I mean? So because you're going to have some zip ties run through these little holes right here, and you're going to have them connect onto there. Now the Subaru ones come with because it's a bit more straighter and it has, it's going across, it does come with a zip tie adapter already on it, but this one we're going to have to make it. So let's go on with that. I'm going to apply a little glue on the back of here, just a small amount, and see how it does. So as you see, I did mount it just a little lower, because you see it's a little bit of a honeycomb here. So you want one a little higher, and the other one's going to stick to right there. You see what I'm going for right there? You see that straight line, like this bottom half going right to that one, and then this one that's a little higher going to that one. So that's how you want it on here. Now I just stuck the instant glue on there. Let me see, can you see it? No, but it's doing its job. So we're going to let that get on there. See, it's still a little tacky. It still moves a little bit, so we want that to dry on there, and then we'll go to zip tying it. So let's see how that goes. If the glue doesn't work, then get you some Scotch tape and you can go on with the next step. Now really quick, when you do open up this Litlogo box that is going to come with the Litlogo, it's going to come with the wires you need. I have it routed directly to the battery, which I'm going to show you that in a bit. And one thing you're going to want to keep in mind is I end up using my own, but it comes with this, and this is all you need to go to the battery so it doesn't run out all your juice in your battery. So when the car is off, you can still use your Litlogo for up to 24 hours before it even starts to almost drain your battery, which it will not, but having this extra is great to have. So that's just showing you there. And then they give you something here. You got to scan that. That gets you to the LED app that you're going to use, and that's how you're going to control your Litlogo, turn it on and off, and customize the colors. So with just that little bit, it's been almost about 2 minutes, and as you can see, it is on there pretty good. But let me show you how I have it routed. So what you're going to want to do for your Hyundai Elantra N or Kona N, whatever you have, even Veloster, you're just going to take off these little clips right here. You can take off that side, but you don't really need to. Actually, scratch that, you do. So I have the box right under here, stuck up against here. I have the wires already bunched up, and you're going to want to feed everything through here. So you can't see my wire. Actually, you can see it right there. And it comes all the way over. I'm going to end up tucking this, and then you have your positive right there directly to the battery. Then my negative is hooked up to what everything else is hooked up to, and that's where you get your ground. I already have that hooked up, but there is a ground under the intake that you can use. And basically, once you just clip it up, I have these easy connectors. I always tell people to use these. These are great, and they're voltage protection. So after you got that stuff situated, then you can go on with turning your Litlogo on, making sure it works, and then trying to mount it from there. Like I said, this is just another way of doing it if you don't want to cut or you don't feel like taking the bumper off. Next, you're going to want to just feed your zip ties through where they're supposed to go. They can go either way, but this is the right way. And then we're going to struggle for a bit, not on camera, but struggle and get through those through the holes and try and feed them back around. So that's going to be the fun part. So as soon as I have that done, I'm going to get back to you guys. So believe it or not, I actually didn't struggle that much with this. So I got it around. Like I said, I'm going to be using that lower one for this side because it's a little lower, mounted there. And then I have this higher one, and that's going to be going around to that one right there. So let's just squeeze it on up. Let me see if I could do this. All right, do a little bit at a time. Make sure she's mounted properly, and she's getting there. She is getting there. Look at that. It's coming together. It's coming together. See, now all we're gonna do is just make sure that it's a little bit more on there. So I'm going to pause the video and show you the finished project. All right, and just like that, if you go super close, you can see the zip tie. So I'm gonna have to trim a little bit more of that and trim some of this, but from here you can't see shit, and it's hot. Try and do it downward. It's a little bit better if you do it with the car, with the bumper off, but that is okay. If you can't, as you can see, it is straight. It is looking a lot better. It's not slanted, and it's not going to come off. So again, from there you could just test it. It is super sunny out here. It's still about 3 o'clock, so I'm not sure if it's going to come up, but we can try. All right, there it is on. As you can see, I don't have the brightness all the way up on the Litlogo. You can turn the brightness up, down, all of that, but you could still see it in broad daylight, which is really interesting. And it's actually not picking it up as bright as it is in person, but it's picking it up. So it is an awesome little thing to have. They have excellent customer service. They got it to me super fast. Like, I wasn't even expecting to have it within 2 days. So I think it's just a cool little added in feature to have on here, especially along with the Litlogos the badge skins we got. But it is looking good, and I gotta get some clips at night to really see how this thing is at night. It is really bright, and you can make it really, really bright, like almost as bright as the headlights, which a lot of you Elantra people know. People are always flashing at us thinking that the high beams are on. Even though I did point them downward a little bit more, it just doesn't help. These lights are pretty bright. So like I said, excuse the car being dirty. All this pollen here is just filthy. But I got some Zara stuff coming up soon. I've been driving this car around too, and it's been doing great. But we're talking about this. So You can see the inlet logo is still on, and it is awesome. Pretty good quality, and I believe it is $189. And they now have little inserts that you could put around that gives it like a nice little titanium look with the, like, you know, the colors that you get on a titanium when it's like blue, yellowish, you know, that color change stuff. They got that you can add, and that is $60 on their website. But this is looking awesome, and I highly recommend this. But again, this is how just another way of how to install it on the M&S style grill. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. All right, it is later on in the day. It's a bit cloudy out, but you can see this thing a lot better. Looking good. All right, so that's just a close-up. All right, I'm going to try and do this with the camera up, but here's a little change. See. What is up, everyone on YouTube? It is InDriver KG, and we're going to talk about warranty. Again,